Discovered the true ferocity of a huge volcanic eruption.
The threat posed by climate change is on full display in Greenland. Glaciers there are melting at an alarming pace.
As people in Southern California face a sixth straight day of deadly wildfire.
If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilizations and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon.
Our planet is a dynamic and ever-changing world, shaped by forces that have been active for millions of years. While some natural phenomena remain predictable, others lie dormant, waiting to unleash their destructive potential. Imagine a massive landmass collapsing into the sea, triggering 100-foot-high waves that devastate entire cities, or a supervolcanic eruption drastically lowering Earth's temperature, plunging the planet into a new ice age. These are not science fiction stories, rather they are natural threats to Earth that have the potential to end life on the Earth within minutes. Welcome back to Diverse Drive. Today we explore 6 hidden threats from nature that could change the course of human history. At first we have Yellowstone supervolcano. Yellowstone supervolcano is located in the state of Wyoming, USA, within Yellowstone National Park. Beneath the park's stunning landscapes lies a colossal threat, an active volcanic system that is among the largest and most dangerous in the world. Its magma chamber is one of the largest on Earth, and a full-scale eruption of this volcano could blanket North America in ash, disrupt global agriculture, and trigger a volcanic winter. Eruption would devastate all cities within a radius of 621 miles, equivalent to approximately 1,000 kilometers. The hazardous ash and sulfur dioxide gas released by the eruption would spread throughout the atmosphere, causing significant changes to Earth's climate. Dense, dark clouds would cover the upper atmosphere, blocking sunlight from reaching the Earth's surface for years. As a result, temperatures would drop drastically, leading to a global cooling effect. This phenomenon is known as volcanic winters. Agricultural activities would cease due to barren lands, ultimately causing widespread food shortages. Most people would perish due to the severe food shortage, while the survivors would face harsh environmental conditions, including acid rain caused by sulfur dioxide in the atmosphere. Overall, it is estimated that 70% of the world's population could be wiped out as a result of this volcanic eruption. On second we have Cumbre Vieja volcano. On the Canary Islands of Spain, one of them is, known as La Palma, located off the northwest coast of the African peninsula, was formed approximately 4 million years ago as a result of the eruption of the Cumbre Vieja volcano. This volcano is still active and poses a significant threat to the entire world. Over the past 60 years, volcanic activity from this volcano has created a fault line, a visible crack that can even be observed on Google Earth. This fault line is located approximately 6,000 feet above sea level. Scientists believe that in the event of a massive eruption, the damage caused by molten lava would be one concern, but a significant portion of the island could also slip into the sea. Geologists believe that a complete collapse of the fault line could result in 5 billion tons of rock plunging into the neighboring Atlantic Ocean. This massive landslide would generate sea waves rising and falling to heights of approximately 0.6 miles, around 1 kilometer away. This event would trigger a chain of tsunamis that could impact even the most remote corners of the globe. Experts says it would be a mega tsunami. The tsunami waves from this event would travel 4,000 miles in all directions, severely impacting Europe, America, and Africa. Coastal areas would be completely devastated, with cities and their infrastructure wiped out entirely. The volcano on La Palma is like a ticking time bomb that could erupt at any moment, causing massive destruction to cities and wiping out a significant portion of the living population. On third we have the Doomsday Glacier. Thwaites Glacier. As we all know, sea levels are rising day by day, creating new challenges for humanity. However, the scale of the upcoming challenges and the time we have left largely depend on the so-called Doomsday Glacier. Located in West Antarctica, the Thwaites Glacier, ominously nicknamed the Doomsday Glacier, reaches depths exceeding 1 kilometer in several areas, making it deeper than the height of the world's tallest building, the Burj Khalifa. Spanning 120 kilometers in width and covering an area of 192,000 square kilometers, it holds enough ice to raise global sea levels by over 3 meters if it fully melts. Compared to previous years, the Thwaites Glacier is melting at a faster rate than the rest of Antarctica, which contributed to the increment of 4% in the sea level. For one of the most dangerous aspects of the Thwaites Glacier is its location. Although it is only a small part of the West Antarctic ice sheet, the melting of this section could destabilize and potentially lead to the collapse of the entire Antarctic ice sheet. As a result, in the coming years, it could contribute to a rise in sea levels by up to 4 meters, or approximately 10 feet. This would result in mega floods in major coastal cities such as New York, Mumbai, Jakarta, Bangkok, and Dhaka. Global warming is causing temperatures to rise, leading to warmer air and seawater each year, which in turn accelerates the melting of Antarctica's ice shelves. The eastern side of Antarctica is situated above sea level, preventing seawater from reaching the glaciers, due to which melting process is slow here. In contrast, most of West Antarctica lies below sea level, allowing seawater to gradually erode the glacier from beneath. This is why West Antarctica is more vulnerable to the effects of climate change. To understand the correct terrain, have a look at the survey map of the land beneath Antarctica. The land to the east is elevated above sea level, which is depicted in the red and yellow range, while to the west, where the land is shown in blue, the entire area is below sea level. Specifically, the dark blue section is the lowest, and it is here that the Doomsday Glacier is located. Currently, this ice shelf is suspended over the water, while the ocean water beneath it has hollowed it out. Every year, chunks of this glacier break off and mix into the ocean. Since 1992, ocean water has eroded the glacier from beneath, extending up to 8.6 miles. If this process continues, the Thwaites Glacier could eventually collapse entirely and fall into the ocean. The complete melting of this glacier is not far off, as experts have already discovered a significant crack in the Doomsday Glacier, and there is no way to prevent this from happening. It is evident that we've witnessed numerous floods in recent years, not only in the United States, but also in Gulf countries, which are notorious for their dry seasons and are now experiencing uncontrollable urban flooding. On fourth, we have permafrost. Approximately 11% of Earth's surface is covered by permafrost, where the ground remains at or below 0 degrees Celsius throughout the year. Permafrost is primarily found in polar regions, covering half of Canada's land, 2/3 of Russia's land, and the Tibetan Plateau. Above the permafrost layer is the active layer, which freezes in the winter and melts in the summer. In contrast, the permafrost layer remains permanently below 0 degrees Celsius. The permafrost layer acts like a deep freezer, preserving animals, microorganisms, plants, and leaves for millions of years. The decomposition process does not begin at these temperatures, allowing these organisms to remain intact. Due to global warming, the active layer of permafrost is deepening each year. As a result, many animals buried beneath this layer for thousands of years are emerging, appearing almost unchanged since no decomposition occurred at such low temperatures. When permafrost melts, the organic matter beneath it begins to decompose as bacteria consume it, resulting in the release of methane gas. Experts believe that the permafrost contains 4 times more carbon than the current amount of pollution in the atmosphere we have today. This pollution is increasing and spreading in our atmosphere every year. All these gases contribute to the intensification of the greenhouse effect in the atmosphere, potentially causing Earth's temperature to rise by up to 8 degrees Celsius. This will lead to rapid melting of glaciers, causing the massive flooding. Experts have gathered evidence from the Patrikios crater in Siberia, which was formed due to the melting of permafrost, causing the land to collapse inward. If the melting of permafrost continues, it is projected that 70% of the permafrost will disappear within the next 60 to 70 years, causing significant harm to our atmosphere and making it increasingly difficult for people to survive in the harsh conditions brought about by climate change. On fifth, we have massive wildfires. Wildfires have become increasingly devastating in recent years, with climate change acting as a primary driver. These fires are typically fueled by high temperatures, prolonged droughts, and stronger winds, conditions that are worsened by global warming. As the Earth heats up, ecosystems become drier, and vegetation is more likely to ignite. Human activities, such as deforestation, urban expansion, and poor land management also contribute significantly to the frequency and intensity of wildfires. Wildfires are not only a threat to local communities, but also play a significant role in altering global climate patterns. As forests and vegetation burn, they release large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to the greenhouse effect. This accelerates global warming, creating a dangerous cycle where rising temperatures lead to more frequent and intense fires. In turn, this increases carbon emissions, exacerbating the very problem that sparked the fires in the first place. The recent massive wildfire in Los Angeles resulted in the destruction of 16,425 hectares of land, an area larger than that of Paris. Many lives were lost, and numerous individuals were displaced as a significant number of homes were consumed by the flames. The implications for human survival are stark. Loss of life, destruction of infrastructure, and the disruption of agriculture and food production are immediate consequences. Long-term, more regions may become uninhabitable due to fire risk, water scarcity, and the increasing intensity of heat waves. As wildfires intensify, the struggle to adapt and survive will become a growing challenge for humanity, requiring urgent action on climate change and disaster preparedness. While these natural hazards remain dormant for now, their potential for devastation cannot be ignored. Through global cooperation, advanced science, and proactive planning, we can mitigate their impacts and protect future generations. Nature's power is immense, but so is humanity's ability to adapt. I hope you found this video informative. In your opinion, which of these massive disasters has the potential to significantly impact our planet, possibly leading to the extinction of current species and making way for the emergence of new ones?